We love dogs for several reasons. They're funny, energetic, loyal, adorable, and comforting. But above all, they're brave, a characteristic that people have been using their whole life. There's evidence that for several millennia, they've been side by side with soldiers in many wars. We already know that our beloved dog would do anything for us, but some dogs through history have done a lot of incredible things. From rescuing important personalities from drowning, to flying into space, to saving countless soldiers' lives. In this episode, we've gathered the most iconic dog cases throughout history. Let's start with the latest heroic case, the military dog. When we think of military heroes, we often think of men and women in uniform. But in a recent military operation, which resulted in a takedown of a dangerous ISIS leader, it's a dog that deserves much of our praise, Conan, which is a Belgian Malinois. During the operation with U.S. Special Forces in Syria, Conan took down the leader of ISIS, Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, down a dead-end tunnel. Conan got hurt in this mission, but he received a gold medal from President Trump in the White House. The World War I hero. In 1917, a stray dog wandered onto the Yale College campus where members of the military were in training to be sent abroad to fight World War I. The soldiers named him Stubby. They smuggled Stubby to the front lines in France, where he warned men of poisonous gas attacks and located wounded soldiers. Stubby was the first dog in the world that was part of a war and earned the rank of sergeant for attacking a German spy. The space dog. Laika was just a usual dog in the streets of Russia, but she became the first dog to orbit the Earth in a spaceship. Sadly, this was a deadly mission for Laika. She was given only one meal and 7 days worth of oxygen. This was presumed to be a one-way trip into space. Laika gave her life for the Soviet space program and for mankind's journey into outer space. The President's Hero. In 1952, Richard Nixon was accused of accepting $18,000 in illegal campaign contributions. In what became known as the Checkers speech, Nixon drove away attention from the cash by admitting that he accepted a Cocker Spaniel named Checkers as a gift. He talked about how much his children loved the dog and with persistence announced that no matter what others think, the family would keep Checkers. The speech raised his rating in political polls, extended his career, and Checkers became famous as well. The Vietnam War hero. Nemo was a German Shepherd born in 1962. When he was 2 years old, Nemo was a member of the U.S. Air Force. In 1966, he and his owner were transferred to serve in South Vietnam during the Vietnam War. One night, before being shot by enemy fire, Nemo alerted his owner for the presence of enemy soldiers nearby. Even though he lost an eye, he survived and continued fighting, jumping on top of his owner to protect him from further harm. In 1967, he returned to the United States as the first watchdog to officially complete active service. The 9/11 heroes. Thousands of people took part in the search and rescue missions at Ground Zero after the September 11th terrorist attacks. Over 300 working dogs joined, according to the National September 11th Memorial Museum. These hero dogs are Britannia, a golden retriever who worked for 12 hours at Ground Zero for 2 weeks straight with his owner, Denise Corliss. Riley, a golden retriever also, who was with FEMA Pennsylvania Task Force 1. Apollo, a German Shepherd with the New York Police Department's Canine Unit, who arrived just 15 minutes after the World Trade Center collapsed. The Fisherman's Dog. Napoleon Bonaparte would have met death if a fisherman's dog wasn't there. Napoleon was exiled in 1815 to an island called Elba. While fleeing the island, he fell from his ship in rough seas and was rescued by the fisherman's dog. The hero dog that saved Napoleon was reported to be a Newfoundland. The Eye Dog. Buddy was a female German Shepherd trained in Switzerland as one of the first seeing eye dogs. She was given to Maurice Frank in 1928, the first blind American to partner with a seeing eye dog. Frank, along with dog trainer Dorothy Harrison Eustace, brought the Seeing Eye Dog program to the United States, which is the first school for the training of dogs in order to help blind people. Wonder Dog. Very loved as one of the first Hollywood dog movie stars, Rin Tin Tin was more than an actor. He was so popular that his movies helped save Warner Brothers, which were struggling to prevent bankruptcy during the 1920s. As a result, the beloved German Shepherd was nicknamed the dog who saved Hollywood. He reportedly received 50,000 fan letters every month and got more votes than the Best Actor nominee for the Academy Award. The hero of Alexander the Great. One of the most famous military commandants in history was Alexander III of Macedonia, born in 356 BC. The great commander had many war dogs that fought beside him during his numerous military adventures. His particular favorite was named Peritas and was a powerful, ancient dog, similar to an Afghan hound or an ancient type of mastiff that Alexander trained to be a fierce fighter. Alexander's uncle is said to have gifted Peritas to him, as the dog had previously fought off a lion and an elephant. The dog then became a loyal companion to Alexander on the battlefield. Peritas saved Alexander's life during a battle in India where the dog defended the wounded Alexander from the attacking Malians, holding them off long enough for Alexander's soldiers to arrive and save him. Peritas, who was wounded to death, is said to have laid his head on Alexander's lap and died. Thanks to his dog, Alexander went on to build the empire that became the foundation of Western civilization. To honor his dog, Alexander named a city Peritas and gave him a funeral like a celebrity. He also ordered the city residents to honor the dog each year by throwing a huge festival to celebrate the heroic actions of Peritas. Do you think that history should be the same without these dogs? And are they worthy of the title hero? Let us know in the comments.